Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Aleph Zero, aka Azero. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I'm going to be starting with this post from April 1st, 2022. This article actually breaks down the upside potential on the metaverse market itself. Now, I personally have talked about metaverse projects on this channel in the past. We've actually discussed Decentraland and why I do think that it's actually extremely overvalued compared to most out there. And it isn't like me, hating on the project or anything like that. Just like, you want quality around these metaverse projects. Are they supposed to be, worth billions to trillions of dollars if they are, looking like, graphics from 2005? Like, a lot of these projects that we do see come out around like the metaverse are just not it. But we do see down here, like Citi says, metaverse economy could be worth $13 trillion by 2030. And we actually do see down here that they do talk a little bit about this. I do not have, I'm not going to subscribe to Fortune or anything like that. But we could actually see down here, like the investment bank in a report issued Thursday says the metaverse represents a potential 8 trillion to 13 trillion opportunity by 2030. That could boast as many as 5 billion users. We believe that the metaverse is the next generation of the internet, combining the physical and digital world in a persistent and immersive manner, and not purely a virtual world or reality world. The report reads, a device-agnostic metaverse accessible via PCs, gaming consoles, and even smartphones could result in a very large ecosystem. And I do completely agree. Now, why do I bring this up? Why do we talk about this? Well, first off, we are talking about, the major quality issue around the metaverse. We actually just seen Facebook release, or I should say, sorry, Meta, release their graphics of their metaverse, and it was astronomically embarrassing. The fact that they spent billions on top of billions of dollars on what looks like completely garbage graphics. Now, again, like I said, this is an issue. But we've seen a lot of projects like Hedera boasting that they are bringing on a very extensive team to build out AAA titles. Now, again, Aleph Zero is no joke. We do see down here co-founders of Darkverse and Aleph Zero had an opportunity to talk with Dragon Wolf Tech about what's next for Darkverse, the dark metaverse being built on top of the Azero network. And I actually think that this is great. So let's actually look into this. So we do see Witcher animator launches Darkverse game NFTs to bridge cyberpunk with horror. Now, if you guys don't play video games, that is totally fine. A lot of people don't like video games, and I understand. I completely get it. But two major games that I personally loved in my time of gaming was Cyberpunk 2077 as well as The Witcher. I think that these are two great games that have incredible graphics. They looked awesome. The quality behind them was awesome. Cyberpunk did have a little bit of a rough beginning, as it did have a lot of issues with it because it was being rushed, but they are bringing this metaverse game, and I think that they're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into it. And we do see down here, like, the new project with Aleph Zero aims to bring elements of Cyberpunk 2077 into an R-rated cosmic horror experience. And we do see down here, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, who previously worked on video games The Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077, wants to bring a darker fantasy edge to the still nascent metaverse with a new project, Darkverse. And I think that this is awesome because we actually don't have anything diverse like this. So I think that this is incredible to see. And he is, heading up the creative development of Darkverse in collaboration with Aleph Zero. Aleph Zero is a proof-of-stake blockchain launched in November of 2021 with the Azero native token powering the network. We also do see that he also served as an executive producer of the Oscar-nominated animated short film, The Cathedral, directed by, again, not even going to try to pronounce that name. He tells Decrypt that his background in computer animation and special effects on games like The Witcher is helping to drive the development of the Darkverse. The Witcher is a good example because The Witcher is a stylized game. So our universe, the Darkverse, we create a stylized game and we try to find a new look for these kinds of projects, which I think is great. And I did share with you guys the trailer. Here you guys have it. I think that this looks very cool. We talked about it. It's very ominous. And, the graphics behind this look pretty substantial. Like, I know that this isn't much. Like, we don't really get to see a lot here, but it just kind of, has me intrigued a little bit. Like, it's just like kind of the unknown aspect of this game, which, again, I think is a great way to market something, kind of have people thinking about it. But we do see down here, like, the metaverse is a popular buzzword being used to describe what will potentially be the next iteration of the internet and gaming. Crypto enthusiasts, see play-to-earn games like Axie Infinity as a critical component of what the metaverse can be, but gamers outside of crypto have not shown much interest in these games. And I think that that is because the quality around these games are completely trash. So if we can have something that is substantial, that is, extremely graphic intensive, where we do see a lot more incentives around it, a lot more quality, crisp, just kind of, time and effort being put in. That's all we really need. Then we could really see something come of this. And I'm very excited to see what happens here. They are, again, like these are individuals from the Witcher and the Cyberpunk, scene. So I'm expecting some pretty substantial, quality around this. It looks very nice. I like the graphics. I like the, sort of little sneak peeks that we are getting. I think that this is going to be a big project, and I think that this could also usher in, billions of dollars behind Aleph Zero's token Azero as well. Because remember, the, metaverse, right now, the entire community around the metaverse is really kind of popping off. And we do see over here, after an incredibly seamless setup process, our A0 validator node is live on the testnet. We're looking forward to when the A0 community can stake on the mainnet with us. And soon we are going to be there. Things are, really kind of launching. Things are building. Things are happening. A lot of things have been happening in just the last month alone. We've been reporting on it almost on a daily basis now, because I do think that A0 is going to be something special going forward. I'm so excited for the future around this space, specifically even with the Azero token, being one of those early gems in the space, as it is in like the 2800 region on CMC. I think that's extremely overlooked and extremely undervalued. But let's actually move on. Let's talk about this as well. So this is Interlock Web3. I didn't take too much of an in-depth look on them, but they are planning their NFT launch on Azero, or Aleph Zero, if you will. And we do see our developers are working hard to make Bouncer more muscular so that it doesn't give the scammers a chance. Check out this week's Tech Tuesday updates, including the exciting development for the A0 community, training Bouncer to be smarter with a tagged dataset of known safe and malicious URLs. Bouncer 1.1 dropped with logging outputs to a channel and other new features. And then again, like the planning NFT launch on A0. I think that this is great for, security reasonings. Like, we really kind of look at things like this. There's a big problem around this space with like malicious URLs. I could go ahead and post a tweet on Twitter, and there's like 100 different, bots just posting, URLs. You probably even see it down in the comments right now on this video. Like, things are out of hand within crypto. Scammers are here to try to take your crypto. They want to hack your accounts. They want to get into your wallets. They want to wipe your wallets, clean. So having something like this where it is focused on security, specifically around the NFT market as well, because I think that the NFT markets are lacking in privacy and security, is awesome. So I love to see something like this, and I think that this is going to be great for the A0 community. Also, talking about NFTs, we did see Azero also update their launchpad. Their launchpad is officially here. NFT creators can 1. Reveal the NFT's artwork whenever they want, 2. Add whitelist addresses, 3. Redeem all unminted NFTs for free, or 4. Withdraw balance at any time, and many more. Remember, I talked about Azero in my official breakdown video on Aleph Zero. I think that this is also going to be a great way to perceive some value for Azero as a token as well, because it allows for retail adoption and retail utility. Right now, they only have 2 live projects on here as like the major test nets, if you will. These were the 2 tokens that we were really kind of looking at, beginning of like talking about Azero. If you look at some of these projects though, for example, like, Praying Mantis Predators, you could see that the phase ends in like, 1 day, supply is 200, mint phase is whitelist, and it has like the full-on breakdown, the roadmap, stuff like that, the team behind it, which I also think that this is pretty cool. I think that like comparing this to like OpenSea or other NFT platforms, I would argue that this is actually a little bit ahead of its time in regards to like the look of it, the graphics of it, the feel of it. Everything around this looks very nice. Like everything around Aleph Zero has been focused on quality, which is also why I do think that the Metaverse project is going to be something substantial. They even have like the statistics over here, like the top collections. And again, yes, a lot of these are not like fully minted out or anything like that. Like these are just kind of testnet sort of ideas. And here you have like the flowers. But it looks cool. I think that this is going to be great, and I think that it is going to be great incentives for individuals that really want to utilize the platforms, utilize their Aleph Zero, buy NFTs, trade NFTs, collect NFTs, etc. And also, we do see over here, Aleph Zero has 119 public nodes on the Nest testnet. We just talked about this. I think that there was like 80. I think that was probably about 2 days ago now. Things have been changing every single day. Aleph Zero has been gaining some traction too. Like, I recently looked at their Twitter. I think that when we first started talking about them, they were at like 70,000 followers maybe. Now they're almost at 100,000 followers. Like, a lot of people are catching on to what Aleph Zero is doing and who they are, which I think is awesome. And again, it's because they have been extremely active. Like, they have not slowed down at all on Twitter. They have not slowed down at all on building. Like, you could look through here. Like, there's a lot more building updates happening around, like, the, UIs of some things, the dashboards. Like, everything is moving extremely fast on Aleph Zero. And I do think that anyone that is not looking at Aleph Zero is going to miss out greatly. And also, talking about that, don't forget that they are still doing major marketing around the world with even Ethereum Warsaw. This is that hackathon and conference from September 1st to the 4th. They are doing, a full-on breakdown of a few things, the keynote on blockchain and privacy, participate in a panel on zero-knowledge proofs and scalability, host a smart contract workshop together with Super Colony VS. And yeah, again, like, this is going to put a lot more eyes on Aleph Zero right now. I don't know where, I don't know how many people have already signed up to go to this event, but I'm sure that these conferences, these are like huge for development as well as for like advertising, marketing, getting a lot more people interested in a project. So I think that this is great for Aleph Zero. And remember, right? Like, right now, as we look at Aleph Zero, it's still under a $100 million market cap. So this thing has just been ranging on for the last like 7 days, really kind of building up a major floor. Like, for the 1 month span, right? From around like, it was $1 and like 50 some cents, all the way down to like almost $1.15. We've just kind of been bouncing around here for a while, and we're really kind of watching this to see if we are going to retest a little bit of a low yet again. Breaking this $1 and like 15-cent zone will give us a little bit of an insight that we are going back down to like $1. I'd personally love to see $1 being tested one last time. That is my opinion, but this token is still very early. Like, it's sitting at almost number 2,900 on CMC. It is still extremely overlooked. $1.6 million in 24-hour volume. That's it. There's not a lot of volume on this token. There is not a lot of movement on this token. But the all-time chart on this, has been in a bear market. Like, this token came out in a bear market. The entire life cycle of this chart has been during a bear market. How crazy is that? So just imagine when this market gets back into a bullish standard, where Aleph Zero will be positioned. I'm so excited for the future of this token. I'm so excited for everything that is being built out on Aleph Zero. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you guys did enjoy this video, definitely hit that like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys have more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As it's up to you all, have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.